Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For the Esports College Football, I'm Rece Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
At the 10-yard line. Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. World tied, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Collins. Flips it out to the back. And it's loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's going to pass on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Collins. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunder. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fair catch, called for and made. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a great play by the defense and pulling it off with the interception return.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, LSU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Back to throw, it's Collins. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there for this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the quick game. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Movement here from the tight end. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make it work.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure it out.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Return is taken out of bounds.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Collins. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Off the play fake. And as he throws, this time he's got his man. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to. He knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Makes the grab down the middle. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Here we go. Terrier.
He wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. LSU quick to the line.
Hang for. Dino.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
3rd and goal coming up here.
Bang.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Coming after it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, LSU.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Release to the back. He's got his man. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Ohio State 21, LSU 14.
will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Collins. Fire into the right, complete.
Well, give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spin it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but he only gave up 1 yard.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring out 4th down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
That's a really nice throw. When you think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group game if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
They'll run the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Touchdown, Ohio State!
especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free.
Out 55 feet.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Parker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing his reach. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Going to take a shot. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The option. He'll pitch it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Collins. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building. You get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll run play action. Complete downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He'll take a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, LSU 14.
This quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the D deny them on second and goal. Now on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Brings up third and goal.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he'll be brought down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Jackrabbit.
Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed big house, but the Maize and Blue have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Ellis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way maybe to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Nice move there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a big-time play made by one of the best defenders in the game. Critical juncture, fourth quarter, and you swat it away for an incomplete.
They're going to throw it again. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
The Buckeyes enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, 1 possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you've got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.